Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
So vacation is done. So everything we have completed in here. Now we are moving to CFK. CFK is like 96 hours per year. No carryover prorated based on data file. We have created psychic. We have yearly date pattern, also Jan 1st. There is a date pattern for Jan 1st. We can just select it out. There is a date pattern. We can use this date pattern itself. Oh, this is a limit name, right? I'll just go for the date pattern. So we have already created CK. It should prorate yearly. We already know this date is the Jan 1st, means first date itself is Jan 1st only. Based on this, we need to have a date pattern which repeats yearly. We'll see which is the available one. January 1st yearly. This is referencing to Jan 1st date and it is repeating yearly. If you want to confirm, you can again check it there. So the reference date is what we saw, the first one, and it is repeating yearly. So we'll use this date pattern. I'll just copy paste. This pattern we are going to use for our policy. So the next thing we need to create is grant. Here I need to create similar to this. What is the grant which I have used? ABCK. I'll create a new one. Let's create ABC6. So our grant is ABC6. I'm creating a grant. Only thing I need to choose here is again fix it and our date pattern is Jan 1st yearly. Our date pattern is we are going to choose Zole 1, Jan 1st yearly because it needs to repeat yearly. And it is not a one time, we are going to repeat it yearly. Again here we need to, as per our requirement, if you see, you need to prorate it. Yeah, based on how? And no carrier. No carrier, we can handle it later. First we'll prorate based on date of year. Now I'll choose this option. That's it then. It will automatically prorate based on date of year. If it is 86, means if it's higher than the width of the year, it will divide the number of days and automatically prorate it. Oh, grant is done directly. We'll go to the create a policy for SSC. What is the Australia FD vacation we have created? Similarly, we'll create AOS FDCC. And the profile is ABC. Accrual is what we have created. We'll use the same one ABCC. ABCC is our accrual, right? Let me check it out. ABCC. Now probation, cradle and 1,500 things we need to choose. Our grant is ABC C. And the amount is yearly 96 hours. Don't end for this, the carryover is no carryover. So the first one we had this carryover, but we gave 40 hours. We can use the same limit here. Jan 1st carryover yearly. Because we are going to apply the same limit here also, but just the hours will be different. Here we'll put it as 0, so that 0, no hours are carried forward. We can reuse the same limit. Only grant needs to be different. Because we are going to do the carryover on Jan 1st only for both vacation and SIC. So we can use the same limit, but just the amount will be different when we are putting the policy. That's it. Any doubts on this? Give me 1 second. I'm just doing it with you. Jan 1st carryover yearly. This is because it would carry over, right? Yeah. If we are not giving any limit, it will carry over. So we are zeroing it out on Jan 1st. Right? The amount is 0, okay. I finished mine too. Now I need to choose a pay code, right? As per from the pay policies, I need to choose a pay code to use for SIC. Vacation. We have to choose this vacation pay code which is available here. Now for SIC, similarly I choose one pay code for SESI. Here is SESI. Yeah. I'll use the normal SESI code. So that if an employee puts this in his timeline, this pay code name looks meaningful. So I'll just choose this. This one, right? It said it's standard. So it's already built in. If you want, you can create it. Already there are so many SIC. See over as practices created around 4, 5, 6. So I'm just reusing it. If you want, you can create one with a prefix or suffix and you can use it. It should be a standard pay code and it should be an hourly pay code. Two options will be there when you create a pay code and pay policies, right? You need to pick standard and hours and given, that's it. That pay code can be used. Only those two conditions need to be met. Okay, nothing in the bottom right, the overdraft and stuff. That also you need to put it. I'm just giving you time so that you are also completing it. And now here again minimum take, SESI means hours. We can give 4 and 4, right? We give even he can take half day. But as SIC, we can make it like if you SIC, you need to take full day leave. So minimum take, and I say that taking increment is also 8. So he should take only in days, not half days or some hours. Because for that purpose we have vacation. If he SIC, he need to operate full day. I'm just giving you. It's not a proper requirement. Like, I'm just giving you an idea how we are doing it. And again for this also, we can restrict them. If he's below 0, he will not allow him to take it because we are giving this upfront on the 1st of January itself. So he should not be taking it after this. After it reaches 0 for that particular year. Okay. Everything is done. Just need to move. Save under 10. We have one more. We will complete that and then finally map it to the policy. What we have is ABC emergency. We have created the pay code. So what is the requirement? 24 hours per, no carryover, no proration. Okay, then what we can do is we can use the same grant everything. See, both are having same condition. Only difference is there is no proration. And like what we say, there is a yearly also same but no proration and no carryover. Only the hours value is different. So what we can do is we already have the pay code. We already know the dates and date buttons. We can directly go to grants. And we can duplicate this one. Because this also yearly emergency, also yearly. Only difference is the hours is different and we are not prorating it. So we'll duplicate this. And we'll change this to ABC emergency. So only the changes. This and now we have created it. This is here. And everything is done. ABC emergency fixed. Now I need to create a policy code. So it is again similar to this second condition. I'll duplicate it in policies. It will reduce some work rather than creating fresh. ABC emergency. As you see, got ABC emergency in operation period. Oh. What is our brand name? Jan first. What is your brand name? ABC. It's not ABC emergency. Okay, done. Create. Now I'm going to change the hours to 24. And for emergency, we need to choose a pay code also. And again, this also has the same carrier limit. We can use the same carrier limit for this also. Only we need to make it again 0. Jan first carrier yearly. Jan. Jan 1st career yearly. Again, it is 0 for this guy. Emergency. Now what we need to do is we need to make a change. I'll remove this. For emergency, we need to choose a pay code. I'll choose something which has something like emergency or personal day. Yes, something like that. I'm just choosing seeing what other pay codes available. Yeah, we will choose the personal itself as P. Personal. And emergency pay code. Again, we can give the increment like he should be taking it in 4 hours. Minimum he can take a 4. Emergency means he'll might need to leave immediately. Also right, he might take half day or full day. So that is fine. And this is also very strict. Only he can take 3 yearly. Now we are saving and return. And then we'll go to the accrual profile and we'll make the final changes. We'll fix it up, whatever we have created newly. Now it's our time to add vacation and sick. Sick is added. Not ABC sick, it should be SFTC. You see, we have created this as ABC emergency. My mistake. We'll change the name later. This should be also having the same name. Then only it will be meaningful. Now I'm just saving and return. Then now we will go to the employee and check. We have assigned it from 1-1. We can do further testing tomorrow on the same guy with like other dates and other ranges of how it is populating, how it is providing. Today, first we will see whether the employee is getting sick or not. Then we'll run the report and see whether those items are getting populated properly when he's getting that. So now you see, previously only one vacation was there. Now we can see emergency and sick. And we can see 96 hours and 24 hours credited on the Jan 1st itself. How we can verify that when it's credited means again, we'll run the report, same report file. And we'll go to accrual detail report. We'll choose the whole year. Now we can download the report. We need to see when we got credited each item. So now you see we have emergency, sick and vacation at the bottom. So now first let's see. We assigned the policy from 1-1 and it's Jan 1st. So directly he's getting 24 hours of vacation. We haven't applied and tested anything. So whatever the balance he had on the next year, it is zeroed out. And again, he is getting another 24 hours on the new year. Same for sick. He is getting exactly the 96 hours which we have created on 1st of 2022. And it is zeroing out on the year end. And then again on the new year, he is getting another 96. So both the policies are working out. As well as we need to verify that our world policy, which we tested before, is also working. Yeah, vacation is also working out. So he's getting 16, 16, 16. When he's taking leave, he's getting it. And first of like the year end, it is limiting it to 40 and reducing the whatever the extra hours he has. And then again from the next year, first of the month, he's getting another 16 hours. So our policy is working fine. So today what you need to do is, so Kiran and Imaria, 1 second. I'll just send this requirement to you. The chat. Or can you take a screenshot of this? Anyone? This is the yeah. Because from here I need to somehow mail it to my original system, and then I need to put it in the chat. So if both of you can take a screenshot and share the group chat, it will be useful. So just what you need to do is, this is the requirement. Okay. So this is the requirement. You just create it as a new policy and show it to me tomorrow. Okay, sure. The full thing. Everything including sick, vacation, emergency, everything. And what we need to do is, tomorrow we will have more employees and we will have them assigned with a different date. Like, since we are assigning the policy on 1 month, it is sickest working time. We need to check right. If you are changing the if an employee is hired in the middle of the year, whether it's prorating it or not. So we'll have few employees who are hired in the mid of the year and will assign the policy on the hire date itself. If the proration needs to work, the employee needs to be hired in the mid of the year, and this policy should be applied to him on the date of hire itself. Only then this will provide the grant. Okay, for that we might need to create one more grant. This is a yearly grant for sick. But we need one more grant which will provide. I'll show you 1 second. First I'll complete this one and then see. There needs to be one more grant created that we will see tomorrow. Like a one-time grant only on the date of hire, and it will not repeat only once for the first year. It will be in the middle of the year. So we will create that grant tomorrow. So, but before that, just complete these items so that we can be on the same track. Okay, so tomorrow the schedule is to only create the one-time grants and check the proration how it works. Then we will jump into for a facility complex balance cascades. Balance cascades and cascade groups. What is that? And how it is related to cascading profiles and cascading policies in pay policies. These two, how it is related to these two. Give you a quick overview. These are not used in maybe 95% of companies. They don't use it. But if you go to an interview prospective, they will ask this question. What is it? How we are using it? Okay, let me do a quick overview on this. Tomorrow we'll see in deep how we are doing it. What this balance, cascades and cascading profile means. What this does is first item C. I'm having like today. Right now, as of today, I'm having only 8 hours of vacation. And 40 hours of sick exam, okay. As of today, like nearly I'm getting something. I have taken leaves. I have taken sick leaves also. So current balance, I have only 8 hours of vacation and 40 hours of sick. Now I need to go for a vacation. I need to take 3 days leave. But my vacation balance is only 8. In that case, my system will not allow me to put more than 8, right? We have given 0 as a disallowed amount, so it will not go below 0. So when we configure the cascading policy and along with the balance cascade group, what it will do is, even if you have 8 hours, if you want to apply for 24 hours, we need to create a link between vacation and sick so that first it will check in the vacation bucket for 2 hours. Okay, you have only 8. 16 more hours is needed. So you need to give a logic that if it is not in this bucket, search in sick bucket. If it has in sick, you can use it. So it will take 8 hours from here. And you can directly apply vacation itself in time card. You need not to apply a sick. You can directly apply 24 hours as vacation time card. 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours for 3 days. From the actual bucket, it would take 8 hours from vacation and 16 hours directly from sick. But what you will be putting in the time card is only vacation. So that is what it is cascading. It will cascade from vacation once it is zeroed out, and then it will go to sick and it will zero out. Maybe if you have one more policy like the emergency or something, and even if a sick is completed while applying vacation, I'm going to apply for around 60 hours, means 8. It will take from here. Another 52 it will take from here. But 52 is not there. So it's only 40. So we still need 1 more hours. If we map something else against in this order, it will take it from there. You're getting my point, like what is the overview of cascading profiles and policies? Yes, they are mostly companies are not using it, but in the real prospect, they will be asking these questions. Like they consider this to be the complex items, like only a few people might be knowing about it. So in the real, like mostly these questions will come up. Okay, Abhi, one more. Like in India. Like in India, like when we think about like the Indian kind of the leave policies which the pan-India the companies will be followed. Like if any of the employee goes on a leave, like on a public holiday, for example, Sunday is a public holiday. Like if an employee goes leave on Saturday and as well as on Monday, so the company will be like they'll be consumed the 3 days, the kind of leave, right? So how the system will? Is there any kind of the practices in front of the kind of? I'm not sure. 3 days. Sunday is already a holiday, right? Suppose if an employee goes for a leave before on public holiday, after on public holiday, in such a case, in my previous company, public holiday is already a leave, right? Public holiday will come up. We will load all the public holidays here, and once we map it to the payroll, automatically that day he'll be getting as a leave only. So no pay will be detected. So like what exactly you're asking? He'll be going to before day and afternoon. He need to apply leave. Yeah, he has some emergency work. He went on a leave on Saturday. So he found finish the emergency work and again he want to be leave on Monday as well. He can either apply through mobile or home system. Yeah. Okay, no problem. In such a case, Indian standards in my previous organization, they'll be considered all 3 days as an on leave. Oh yeah, but why is it so like he's already having a holiday? Holiday should be considered a holiday only, right? Holiday, but in Indian standards, like company to company, like they have an internal leave policy. So they came up with this kind of proposal. They'll be following as well. Suppose the employee is having a leave quota, just be called like an accrual in Corona. So they have a leave policy. So basically casually you can get paid leave. But what is the condition actually? For the holiday to be not credited, what is the condition? The condition is the same. Suppose if an employee goes for a Saturday leave, that would be, they'll consider for Monday leave. So if an employee continues to leave on Monday as well also, so the company is considering like he is on leave for the 3 days. Even the public also considered as an like the leave. So is it kind of like the condition is that he needs to come back to work after holiday, or he should be working before and after holiday to get the holiday? What is the kind of like exact condition? Because I see here he's allowed to take before day, but only if he's taking before day and after day credit is not working. So my question is whether the condition is that he needs to work on Saturday alone is fine, but Saturday and Sunday together. If he is not Saturday and Monday together, if it's not working, credit will not be provided. But my question is, if he's working on Saturday and he's taking leave on Monday, will holiday get credited? Yeah, anyway, Saturday is going to be holiday and then when he's coming back on Monday, is it that point of like my question is like leave this scenario. Say Wednesday is a holiday. So what you are saying, if I take leave on Tuesday and again Wednesday is a holiday, but on Thursday also I'm taking leave, means Wednesday holiday should be considered as leave. Yes, exactly. Okay, so now I'm saying again Wednesday is a holiday. Tuesday I'm working, okay. Wednesday is a holiday. Thursday I'm not coming to work. In that case, what is the scenario? In such a case, only the Thursday will be considered. Anyway, Wednesday is a public holiday. Thursday is going on leave. So the system is only 1 day leave. Then what you need to do is like we have a mechanism here. When we go to the holiday credit, we are assigning it right. So he just need to choose this condition. He need to either work before or after holiday. So any 1 day, if he's working, he will get credit. If both the days he's taking leave, he'll not get credit. That's it. Yeah, the manufacturing companies, they'll be following this kind of yeah. Because like why I was asking is some companies follow strict rule that both the days you need to work to get the holiday. So that's what I was just confirming with you. In your condition, you can choose the third one, which is 1 day before or after he's working. He'll be eligible for the holiday. The same, whatever we have created credits, everything is same. The eligibility we just need to change. Credits, everything will be a number of hours or based on his shift. Based on the hours of stay. If he's a 10-hour employee, he'll get 10 hours. We can choose the holiday. And whatever we have created already as our credit rule, that works. Only thing is the eligibility we will need to. This is not a mandatory one. So just we need to enable this either before or after. That's it. Okay. And we can also have condition like he needs to take leave. He needs to be this much days employee. Those items are available here. Like after 30 days only he'll be eligible for holidays. After 40 days of working, only he'll be eligible for holidays like that. These conditions are available. So usually for the freshers and for the trainees, they have this kind of policy. Unless you work for 30 days only, you'll get a leave for 1 day. Yeah, that we can do. If it is based on this date of employment, we can use it. If it's based on number of days he has worked. 30 days means it'll include Saturdays and days, right? He might have leaves. So if you want to exactly take into account of how many days he needs to work that, then we can use minimum time active. Okay. Those kind of things we can use, or we can use a specific date pattern, whichever we have created, right, or from a specific date. We can use it like that. There are options for that, but mostly these are not used. This we will take care of the probation period itself. Then in the approval policy we'll say that first to 30 days or 60 days nothing to give him for leaves. And we will be keeping him in a separate payroll. Like we have different payrolls, right? For the first 6 months or like 3 months when he's a part-time, not a permanent employee. He's a temporary employee until that. It's confirmation. So in that case, we will provide until that too, 3 months. We'll keep him in a separate profile. And what we will do is, like Australian FTE, we'll have an Australian PT, part-time or Australian temp, something on the payroll. And what we'll do is simple. We'll not give any condition. For that 3 months, we'll remove that payroll will not have any holidays. Yeah, okay. In such a case, unless it is the permanent employee. If he goes to any, then the system is going to use the loss of this kind holidays. Holidays will be, we are handling holidays here. After all, we will handle it based on our policy. There is a probationary period, right? We will give you how many days. Until that, he will not get any credit. Holiday credits. If we pick mostly what will be, this is full time. That is the reason I have to use some holidays. If this is a payroll, which is saying Australian intern, temp or part-time, in that case holidays will be disabled. No holidays will be selected for him. So nothing will be selected. Okay. And one more. After completion of probation, so it might be like 3 months or 6 months. After finishing of that probation period. So he has to be as a regular worker, like the eligibility is announced. So how the system is going to be like that? Actual balance is elusive. We have probation period. After completion of, we can have and after all we can have it in the normal policy itself. So there's a probation period in here. So when we are creating a policy itself, we can choose a probation period. So even for our sick, we can say maybe first 3 months, he should not be able to take any leave. We can choose a probation period. We can choose a 60 days probation period and save it. So first 60 days it will not grant him anything. After that only he'll be eligible to take sick leave. So let me show you how it works. We have to do configuration as manual or the system will calculate it. Once we do this configuration, system will automatically do the work. Let me show you. I'm not sure for sick it will work or not. That's how it is. It's like that. Let me show you. 1 second, it's not applied. We applied it on Australian FTC, right? Where is it? I'm just selected a random one. I'm not sure how exactly it will work, but I can show you how the probation is. Let me show you eval. Tomorrow probably we'll pick up one scenario in that same manner. So, like first 3 months, he is not eligible to take any leaves and holidays. We'll pick that scenario. I'm not. This probation period is already existing and I have just picked it up. We'll see how it works. Okay, it is not ending. It's not ending itself. Okay, so ideally how it will be, right, Kiran? You can see here, right, it's crediting 96, but it will say probation. You can see here, right? Okay, let's see. But right now it's not working properly. What will happen is there will be another row on the end of the 3rd month or 6th month, whichever we have chosen as the probation period. There he will get the balances 96 from here. Currently it is having 96, but it is saying probation. That's the reason you are not able to use it. Let me check that probation once again. I can show you properly. I just picked a random probation period. Who created it? What is the probation period I have to choose to use? 90 days, I'll just do this. So, probation period, this is the one I have to choose. Let me see. Okay, this needs to be changed. Okay, probation ends after 90 days. He has given them the name as 90 days and he has given us every 1 year. It will repeat. Then the employer will not get anything. We will create a new probation period as per your requirement. We will say 60 days from the O. And type is single, not recurring. Once he writes we are going to use a probation ends after 60 days. So we will say 60 days from DO. That is data file. Higher date. Let's change. 60 days from data file. We can also have a qualifier like how many days he's active for this probation period, but we are going with a simple one. Let's keep it simple, like 60 days from data file. Now let me go to our SEGI policy. Use a Now let's run the policy. Sometimes it will take 2 or 3 minutes to get applied. We'll see. He's not applying anything. The spell system. Something happened. Changed. Of Not working. We'll see. Probably I'll need to check the date, so the date button also. Because which we used is data file. I need to see what is the data file, okay? We can use a accrual data file. Oh, yeah, it will not work for this guy right now. Our policy is working correct, only man. The reason it's not regarding rights. This employee is already hired. We have only changed his policy recently. Yeah, the reason it's not working is we have assigned the policy from one. This employee is already hired on 2021. So his probation has already completed on 2021. So tomorrow probably what we'll do is we'll remove his sign up to 2021 and we'll assign the policy exactly on his hired date. And we can test it. So policy is working correct only. But since we have assigned it from one more, 2022 probation period is already completed. Only 60 days, right? And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.